Shop the sales, not your cravings. I'm Jackie Elmer, and join me today as I go into two of my local grocery stores to find out what meats are on sale for a limited time because perhaps they've got a day or two left to expiration. We're going to go through and find some of those, and I'm going to talk you through shopping the sales and getting what's available at a lower discounted price so that you can load up your freezer, load up your palate, and load up your good healthy nutrients doing the carnivore animal-based eating without overtaxing your budget. And I did manage to pick up some great cuts with that and share some ideas with you on how you can make your plate a variety plate of meat. If you can't go for the ribeye every day, maybe you can cut up a ribeye and use just a small amount of that, mix it in with some chicken, some pork, some ground beef, whatever, to where you can do mostly carnivore, get plenty of fat, plenty of high quality meats, but you don't have to do ribeye or nothing. There's a lot of people out there in the carnivore space that kind of turn their noses up to ground beef sometimes. I say you do you. First stop is Fry's, which tends to have a pretty good selection of some more organic, good base quality meats. But again, whatever meat you can afford is still better than any processed food. So let's look and see what they have. Here's where you can see you can head straight to this section. Lower prices. Right here it says reduced, and here is all of the meats that have been marked down, and this is a great way to stock up and fill your freezer for a whole lot less. You'll see right here these ribeye steaks reduced to $30 for this pack. It was normally $56.58, and you can go along here and see all kinds of other great meat bargains that you can get. And again, shop the sales, not your cravings. Right here, $19.95 marked down from $31.20 for sirloin tip roast. Okay, again, great way to satisfy your palate, feed yourself well. Here we have a giant ribeye steak. It was $29.50, reduced to $16.78. For me, that would easily make 3 meals, although most people would tell me I should cut that into just 2. But hey, and again, more with shank steaks, pre-done. There's just so many great options, so there's no reason to think that eating carnivore has to be super expensive if you will just simply take the time. And a couple of mornings, especially mornings, are the best time to go in because that is when most of the new old stuff is put out and reduced, and most people aren't out as early, so the early bird gets the worm, or in this case, the meat or beef. Again, you can see here Fry's chicken drumsticks with the skin, $5. Boneless, skinless, thin sliced chicken breast, $5. The chicken drumsticks make a great accompaniment if you're using chicken, especially kind of as a condiment to add variety to your meal. A lot of people love the Wagyu beef. Here you can see Fry's right now has it on sale also for $7.99 a pound. I've shared before that if you're entertaining or you're traveling, these are some great options that you can pick up. What you want to do is you want to look for nitrates, certainly, and sugar content. But if you can travel with some of these salamis and meats, yeah, it's not as great as pasture-raised, grass-fed beef in its purest form in a regenerative farm, but it's certainly better than any ultra-processed food that you can eat. And a whole lot better than airport food or the grab and go at the hotel, or certainly the hotel breakfast. Now, if you're one who's doing dairy, the Mexican cheeses, cojita and fresca, are great options. They are pasteurized, and I'm looking to find more raw milk options, but as you'll see, hopefully they have a clean ingredient list. Pasteurized whole milk, cheese culture, salt, and enzymes, and the fresca is just missing the cultured, or the cheese culture. So that's the one I'm going to pick up. All right, second stop is Sprouts, a friendly neighborhood market, or maybe that's Fry's. Anyway, Sprouts actually originated in Phoenix, and I live in Scottsdale. I didn't know that. I thought it was a California store until I moved back. All right, first thing you're going to be doing is looking for the yellow tags, because the yellow tags are what let you know what is on sale. It's reduced, and it's reduced because it's about to expire. This is where you can shop well and load up your freezer, because there's nothing that says that you have to make it today. Like this, if you wanted to do pork spare ribs, originally $18.93 down to $11.36. Same here with getting a heritage pork butt, originally $23.23, $10 off, almost $10 off, $13.94. Looking at some of the other, here's some Angus beef, originally $17.73. This is London broil, down to $11.52. And again, if you're making variety plates and you're incorporating some of this, maybe it's not in your budget to eat a pound of this every day or whatever, you can again eat some of it each day and really do well. Here's rump roast, originally $11.22 down to $7.29. So again, you just want to get out there, shop early, shop and look for the yellow tags, specifically in Sprouts. But then again, now I'm not a fan of the leaner, I want the fattier, so I would be looking for those options. But here's 80% 20, and that's a great price, $5.84. So it's basically less than $3 a hamburger patty, certainly cheaper than In-N-Out or your burger place. So again, you're gonna shop the sales and not your cravings. Make a list of all the different meat cuts that you like, and then set a goal 2 to 3 times a week to head out early in the morning to your local grocers, see what you can come up with, make a list of all of that, and then design your meal plan. Sprouts has lovely cheese, and if you're doing carnivore with dairy, it's fabulous. And I have found a limited selection of raw cheese here, which I'm going to be getting. You can see this brand right here, the Organic Valley Raw Mild Cheddar Cheese. And they have the grass milk raw sharp cheddar and raw cheddar. These are phenomenal. They are a little pricey, but if you use it as a condiment, as I do, like I'm not looking to eat half a brick of cheese. I'm just looking for maybe an ounce at a time, and it's worth it to me. Continuing down here, so we have the Organic Valley, and then we have some other options here as well. And I have to tell you, this raw farm cheddar is my favorite. $14.99 for 16 ounces. It's actually less than the Organic Valley, so I'm going to encourage you to shop there. And then this one is a little bit more, 50 cents more, Sierra Nevada Grazer. So I'm going to be trying me some new cheese today. Now I happen to love wild caught tuna, so I am getting some of this. And again, I tend to use fish, bacon, beef, lamb, pork, all of that. I kind of mix it together, and that's what creates a variety plate for me. And today I'm shopping the kefirs, and I happen to find this one raw kefir. I've tried the goats. I love the taste of it. Now it's $9.49. We need to do a little side-by-side comparison. So I'm definitely going to try this raw kefir here, this Fond du Lac. It's not pasteurized. May contain organisms injurious to your health. Okay, I can live with that, and it's $7.99. This is the goat kefir. It's plain, but it's certified humane, but it is not raw, pasteurized, and it's more. So we're going to give this raw kefir a try. We're also going to do a little taste test on these yogurts that don't have pectin. They don't have any of the bad boys in them. They are, well, let's see. I'll let you know what we come up with on these. I'm just showcasing it. See if you have any feedback. Drop me a comment. I'm also going to be shopping Sprouts to try some cottage cheese, which I just heard from Dr. Lisa Wiedemann about cream cheese being a great option for higher fat cheese if you're doing dairy and looking to add fat and gain weight. And of course, Nancy's cream cheese is another one I'm going to try at $4.49. The pricing is really good on these. And what the heck, there's no time like now. So I made a bit of a dairy score today, shopping my cravings and not necessarily the sales. Although, as I noted, I did get some sale priced items, and I got some lower cost items than I thought I was going to. Without meaning to turn this into a dairy video, I've been considering heavy whipping cream and getting rid of the half and half and going with more of the full fat whipping cream. So again, I'm going to have to revisit all of this with Sprouts and a number of the options that they have. But I want to research some of these labels first and not make sure I'm not getting gaslit or greenlit or greenwashed, as we call it in the industry. Jackie Elmer, lowertoxiclife.com. Give me a like if this is helpful. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment for what else you'd like to see, and grab my guide at lowertoxiclife.com. So as I started with, we are going to shop our sales, their sales, and not necessarily our cravings, although I kind of ended with shopping our cravings. I turned this into a bit of a dairy haul, although I was mostly focused on quality meats that are in the reduced section and how you can add to your grocery list with that. And I did manage to pick up some great cuts with that and share some ideas with you on how you can make your plate a variety plate of meat. If you can't go for the ribeye every day, maybe you can cut up a ribeye and use just a small amount of that, mix it in with some chicken, some pork, some ground beef, whatever, to where you can do mostly carnivore, get plenty of fat, plenty of high quality meats, but you don't have to do ribeye or nothing. There's a lot of people out there in the carnivore space that kind of turn their noses up to ground beef sometimes. I say you do you. To me, the lowest quality of ground beef on any day is going to beat an ultra processed meal, even those organic pasture-raised chicken nuggets that are breaded and cooked in seed oils. I'd much rather have the lower quality, if you will, of ground beef. So hopefully you got some ideas from this on how to shop your sales, know your cravings, have a list, go into the market, know what you're looking for, show up early. Shopping early helps because the early bird gets the worm, and that's when you have a non-picked over grocery store of items that you can choose from. Grab my guide at lowertoxiclife.com for grocery lists and more. Make sure you give me a like if this has been helpful. Subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment and let me know how you do your shopping, what you think about raw milk products, also what you think about adding variety to your plate with different cuts of meat, different types of meat, to create not only variety, but maybe make it more budget friendly and fit for you. I'm Jackie Elmer. Follow my carnivore-ish playlist, and I'll see you on the next video.